welcome to Bollywood Live, Tanuj. For the second time in past 3 weeks, we love you. That means we want to talk to you more.
Thank you, Imran, for having me back over here. That's really sweet
So
on
I'm
your
here to
part.
talk about a few things that you've been doing right now. The first thing that we spoke the other day was about the germaphobe. Uh,
Yeah.
so let's talk about that for instance. It's already out right now. People are loving it.
Right.
Tell me, how's the response been so far? How are we getting the response?
It's been really heartwarming, actually, because see, I can't take much credit for the entire idea because I came into the process a lot later on.
Hmm.
We were shooting for this Alt Balaji show called Cartel, which was directed by this gentleman Suyash and written by this guy called Monish.
Hmm.
So it's pretty much their little brainchild. And then they asked Jitendra Joshi and Ritik Ganjani and myself, the three leads of Cartel, that would we like to be a part of this. And we, at least for me personally, when I read the script, I'm like, this is damn funny and all. And like it's informative.
Hmm.
It's got that dose of comedy, but at the same time, it's kind of shedding light upon the current scenario and the realities. That there are some idiots out there who just do not understand what a lockdown means, and
Right.
they do not understand that we are all in this together, which is our hashtag.
Right.
And so we're just trying to shed some light, but not get preachy about the entire thing. And of course, we're doing it for a good cause, for the Give India cause. So if you guys like what you'll see, then you all can go ahead and donate money. It could be 5 rupees, 5,000 rupees, whatever your heart thinks and your wallet thinks is correct.
Yeah, because the world needs that right now. People trying to be more human. World needs that right now. So I hope it generates a lot of money, and you can help people who are in need right now. Okay, so
Exactly.
the concern is also that our industry as well, apart from the workers, apart from the laborers, our industry is also suffering. There's another that happened yesterday. People are just committing suicide because they cannot deal with the pressure right now. So
Right.
what I don't know what can be done for that as well. So what can we do as me as a reporter or you as an actor? What can be done here? Because we can create
Um,
a. What can be the next step?
you have to understand we're talking about an industry that is as vast as India itself, because just like India has so many different states and districts and communities and religions, that's how our industry is as well. It's not just actors or directors or cameramen or light or sound. There's so many different departments that all come together, so many unsung heroes
Right.
who anyways over the years have not got their due. Even writers have started getting their due now ever since the streaming platforms have come, and like their work is really speaking for themselves. But I just feel um, within the film industry, it is our duty and responsibility to kind of help them in whatever way. There are many associations that need to come together. Like for example, Ritwik spoke about the dancing community, and of course, they're going to find it very difficult.
Right.
I personally know that there are a lot of bouncers, a lot of bodyguards, personal security guards who accompany actors and celebrities on sets, when they go for events. Any crowded place, they have nothing to do right now,
Right.
and they are literally now they are surviving on daily wages. They can only be employed when we as actors are employed. Spot boys. I have so many people have worked with. They're calling me up and they're desperate because yeah, they are perhaps the single bread earners of their family, and
Right.
there's no income happening right now. It's scary. And the problem is, see, we're all saying, okay, we're looking at starting shoots maybe July, August, whatever, but no one knows for sure because until this problem is not dealt with, यानी कि अभी आप अगर ग्राफ देखोगे तो the numbers are still going up. Numbers will have to start flattening, will have to start coming down, will have to start coming down to a point where we feel it's safe to go out there and work. So I feel there's a while, and we need to do stuff. You being part of the media, me being an actor, we need to join forces because uh, people do listen. You guys provide actors the platform when the films are coming out, when the shows are coming out. That's how we get popularity. That's how we spread word. So in this situation, we need to do something where we tell people that, guys, our industry, all this content you've been enjoying at the movie theaters, at home, everywhere is also because of these guys.
Right.
Tomorrow when shooting resumes, you can't just have one director, two actors, one cameraman. No, they're not going to be able to make a film. So
Right.
there's a lot of human effort that goes behind this, and I just feel we all need to take a stand and we need to do something collectively because see, individually, one, two people donate money, it's not going to be enough. even if
Right.
the amounts are big, because the industry is so vast. But I just feel if we all come together and do something, that's the
Because
right way to
money
go.
can be
Yeah.
made later on, economy can be stable later on, but the human life lost right now, it cannot come back. That's what we have to focus on right
Yeah.
now.
The world governments are grappling between opening the economy and the spike in cases and deciding when is the right time, because you have to look at both. But my logic is simple. Sure, the world is going to be thrown into a pretty terrible recession, and it's going to be pretty ugly this time, no doubt about that. But it's only money. You can always make it back, right? There was a time when many of us had no money. There was a time when we were just starting out. There was a time when we've also gone through issues where liquidity has been a concern, where you have to think 5 times before ordering something or buying something.
Right,
But by the grace of, we managed to earn money, and there will be opportunities again.
right.
But it's a demand in system, and the demand will only be there when supply is also present. So
Right.
yeah, one feeds off the other.
That's true, man. That's true. So let's talk about the OTT platform because you shot to fame with Inside Edge. You've been doing work before that, but Inside Edge gave you recognition, gave you where people started loving you. Tell me, as an actor, what is OTT platform like? What liberty does it gives you, and what are the perks of it? How do you enjoy it?
Imran, I feel the biggest advantage of OTT platforms is the fact that it has a much longer format. So it's no longer just about one or two people. You don't have just one hero, one heroine, one villain. It's about ensembles. It's about
Correct.
building a world from scratch. It's about each character. If you look at a sacred game, you look at a Mirzapur,
Mhm.
or you look at Patal Loki, and you look at our own Inside Edge. They're all ensembles, of course. There are
Right.
certain actors who will lead the show, but everyone's got their own character graph, and I just find that to be really amazing because it's kind of like this hybrid between a movie and a television show. When you look at the daily soap, the reason why I believe a vast majority of the public connects with it because they feel that those characters are part of their family because they're literally seeing them every day. With a
Right.
movie, it's a 2.5 hour experience and then it's done. With the OTTs, it's not as short as a movie, but it's not as long as a daily soap. So it's somewhere, it's a bit of a hybrid, and I feel that's working well. Also, because most of the platforms have taken the right call to drop all episodes at one time. So no longer do we have to watch an episode, wait 6, 7 days, watch the
Right.
next episode. The momentum. Also, a lot has to do with the way it's constructed, the way it's written. Every episode ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, so you want to know what happens next. There have been times where I've not even really enjoyed shows, but suddenly it kind of just culminates on a bit of a cliffhanger. And I'm like, yeah, chalo, ek aur episode dekh lete. So that also happens. So there are a variety of reasons, and it's given a lot of interesting talent, a lot of interesting actors, a beautiful, wonderful stage to perform and show their abilities, which perhaps were not being shown before, like in the movies. They were not getting those opportunities in movies, and on daily soap, you're kind of restricted because you're making a very specific kind of experience over there. So
Right.
I still I still feel in 2020, these are still early days. This is still the tip of the iceberg. I feel the possibilities are endless. Um, the more and more A-grade talent that starts coming on board. See the moment someone like Saif Ali Khan came, Nawazuddin came,
Right.
Vivek Oberoi came proper bona fide Bollywood stars. It suddenly got a lot more credibility, and I feel that's going to continue happening. And I'm really excited to be part of this digital revolution, as they call it.
Hope so, man. I hope so because see what's going to happen according to me, the dynamic of the Bollywood is going to change. People, how we used to look at cinema is going to change because I think so OTT is going to play on the front foot first, and the cinema is going to take a
Yeah,
backstage, and so that's how it's going to happen, and we're going to see a lot of talent like you, new people coming up and showing the talent, and we appreciate that, and we're looking forward to that. So before I let you go, I have some quarantine questions prepared for you. This is a fun segment that I want to do with you because I went very serious right now. So let me lighten some mood for you. All right. So these are some social media questions that I have with me. So the first question that I get is, tell me if you had a chance to choose a lockdown partner, okay, before the lockdown started, who would you choose as your partner? It has to be a celeb, okay?
as a celebrity. I would choose Siddhant Chaturvedi because
Okay.
he's one of the most talented, one of the yeah, definitely because he's one of the most talented, he's one of the most entertaining guys I know. he, apart from acting, he can paint, he can draw, he writes poetry, so he could recite poetry to me. He knows how to play the guitar, he could do that. He sings really well, he could do that. There's a lot of depth to him. There's, like he plays cricket. I love cricket. He plays football. I kind of suck at football, but I can still play. He loves video games. I love video games. So we have a lot in common, and we'll have little rap battles. Why not?
Oh
I
wow.
think Sid would be someone I would like to be stuck with in lockdown. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good choice. Interesting choice, an intelligent one. Yeah. Okay. The next question that I usually get from the
And at least no one will link us up then, na? If I female partner, अरे इसके साथ कोई चक्कर तो है ये इसका oh this girl this actress.
Right, true. Good one. Okay, so the next question that I usually get is like, since we all are stuck at home, all right. So tell me, what shows are you currently binge watching, and you recommend your fans to watch? Did I ask you that question before? That day, did I ask?
So I'm a pretty big fan of Westworld. I just got done with season 3, even though season 3 is not that great, but the first 2 seasons are excellent. Homeland is really good. Better Call Saul is good. I saw Asur. Asur was excellent. Special Ops also very good. Production value, KK Menon was amazing. That's a show that I highly recommend. I just got done with Patal Lok. That was amazing. I think one of the best shows that Amazon has, probably one of the best shows that has come out on any streaming platform in India. At least in the top 3, I would say. And I am currently watching Betal, which unfortunately I'm not liking very much.
It's a biting. It's you have to watch. You have to watch.
Yeah, but I'm still watching it because I have quite a few friends on that show, and they've done very good work. But then an actor can only be as good as the script. So yeah, but I'm going to complete it.
All right. So there's another question that I have is like, a lot of youngsters are asking me on social media, like, they're taking a pressure of being productive right now because of the thing that's going around. People are not being productive, and youngsters especially taking the pressure of being it. So do you think they should take that pressure right now? They should wait for things to calm down and then they can go out in the world and do that again?
I feel you should never take such pressure because life is not some productivity contest, number one, and neither is this lockdown. Okay, this lockdown is not here to test our resilience and see how patient and how productive we can be. This lockdown exists because there's a freaking virus that wants to kill everyone. There's a huge difference. We need to come to terms with the fact that this is the ground reality. This is the nature of everything that's going on. We may not be at in direct danger ourselves, but we can endanger the lives of and the health of those around us, especially the young and the older generation. So we need to be mindful of that. I would say, irrespective of lockdown or no lockdown, it feels good when you go to bed at night, not just sleepy but tired, mentally tired and physically tired, so that you sleep well, you sleep like a baby, and you can wake up the next day. And that only happens if you are productive, or if you do some, or you learn something new, or you've done something that makes you happy. If you're just going to sit on the couch and binge watch shows all day long, I'm not saying don't do that. Of course, go ahead, by all means do that. But that can't become a way of life. Or if you're just going to turn to a couch potato and keep eating food and keep eating ice cream. I do these things myself. I'm human. I may be an actor, but I'm a human being first. I have cravings. I've not been really following any diet during the lockdown, but I make sure that I spend enough time doing some physical activity. Now, just because gyms are not open and maybe you can't go to your favorite park for a run, or you can't go to a beach or joggers park one there, that's an excuse. If you're saying that because these things are shut, that's why you've gone out of shape, then you're making excuses. If you go on social media, there's such innovative ways people are learning new things.
Right.
Someone wants to learn how to play the piano, someone wants to learn a new language, someone wants to do cardio, but they don't have space, so they're just running around their homes. I myself run up and down the stairs of my building because we live in an apartment building, so I just run up and down. Why not? Right. I can't play cricket with friends. Next time we can play a sport because it's not safe and all. I play cricket upstairs. I have one guy from about 20-foot distance. He just throws the ball at me. I knock it around. It's staying productive. It's about being creative, and you have to find creative and new, innovative ways to do it. So you don't have to compare yourself with your friends or your family or with your brother, or your sister, or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, that's not important. But you must feel tired and satisfied when you're going to bed at night. So when you wake up the next day, you're all set to get back on the horse and do it all over again. So I would say that's the interesting.
That's a very good example. Yeah, that's a very good way to put it out there. I guess people will connect to that. Okay, so before I let you go, tell me.
And allow yourself.
Yeah.
And allow yourself an off. Allow yourself an off. See, we are not machines. 7 days a week do this, but do it at least 5 days a week. Then take two. Have the 1-2 cheat days. Okay. But for a majority of the time, do this because see, eventually, God willing, this will end sooner or later, right? We are going to find it very difficult to get back to our old normal, our old reality because we would have all become, like lazy bums. So very important.
That's correctly said. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, so the last question that I have with me is right now, since the people are still not understand the situation outside is really bad right now. They're still stepping out. They're still getting themselves in danger, and there's people around them. So I wanted to urge these people to stay inside in Joe Mofo style. Okay, can you do that? Just ask them to stay inside. Ask them to keep their family safe. Ask them to keep the surroundings safe. Can you do that?
So I'm anyways the voice of reason in Joe Mopo. So a lot of people were under the impression that since Jitu plays Mo and Hrithik plays Fo, I must be Joe. But if you notice, Joe never speaks. So I'm the voice of reason that comes as a statutory warning at the end of every segment. So I'm just going to say कि यार आप सबको लगता है कि आप मेहरबानी कर रहे हो घर बैठे बैठे, राइट? बट ऐसी बात नहीं है. आप अगर मेहरबानी कर रहे हो तो खुद पे कर रहे हो, अपने आसपास, अपने फैमिली वालों पे, अपने दोस्तों पे कर रहे हो. क्योंकि क्या है कि 85% के लोग असिम्प्टोमेटिक होते हैं. They will not even know that they ever contracted the virus in the first place. So you just don't think कि हाँ ठीक है. अभी देखो लॉकडाउन 4.0 चल रहा है. अभी महाराष्ट्र में पता नहीं एक्सटेंड होगा या they'll ease it off a little bit. But understand, गवर्नमेंट को ये सब करना पड़ रहा है not because cases नीचे गए हैं कि मामला सुलझ गया है. We are basically doing this because the economy is really suffering. So मैं क्या कहना चाहूँगा कि जब लॉकडाउन खत्म भी हो, अगर आपको घर से बाहर जाने की जरूरत ना हो, मत जाओ, चिल करो. जब भी हम लोग काम पे रहते या शूटिंग पे रहते या कहीं बाहर जाते तो विक्रम मिल करे, मियाँ बीवी पप्पा मम्मी किसी के साथ वक्त बिताने का कोई you don't have any option only. अभी वक्त ही वक्त है ना. Make the most of the time. क्या पता कल तो टाइम नहीं मिलेगा. तो ऐसे करो यार. Don't be idiots. Stay at home unless you really need to go out. और gloves पहनो और mask पहनो and wear disposable ones. ऐसे नहीं कि हाँ you wear the same glove and mask every day. ऐसे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. You have to make sure that you dispose of it.
True. Very well said. Yeah, correctly said. I guess लोगों के दिमाग में अभी ये बात जाए because when people like celebrities talk, when people like you talk, they try to listen and at least give a ear, or they consider listening to you guys. So end of the interview, the only thing that I do is like urge all the actors to say something like that, so people can at least एक दो लोग सुने और आपकी बात समझे and अमल करें उसके ऊपर.
It's important because हम see touch wood, people listen to us. At least some people will listen to us. And if we can have a positive effect. See, it's not just about box office or what show of yours is doing well. वो power के साथ एक responsibility भी आती है ना. Responsibility आती है ऐसे वक्त. If you don't do anything with the following that you have, then you don't deserve that following. That is what I think. So every actor, every influencer, every known person, every sportsman out there needs to come out and be vocal about the fact that now is not the time for us to let our guard down. Now is the time for us to stay at home, take care of our elders, our parents, our grandparents, our children, our little kids if we have any, and be patient. Be patient. There's a lot one can do sitting at home.
Right.
Simple.
Thank you so much for that, man. Thank you so much for giving your time again. I'll see you in person very soon when everything is over. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, man. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Take care. And you be safe as well. Okay?
I will. You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.